And growing up, people always said that money doesn't buy you happiness. Money can't make you happy and things of that nature. And I agree. Um, I agree. But I think that I think you're looking at it wrong if you think that money will buy you happiness. Um, for most people, I'd wager to say 99% of people, it's not the money that makes them happy. It's freedom, right? And for a lot of folks, they don't even realize it, but they envision having a lot of money as giving them a lot of freedom. So when they don't have a lot of money, they don't think that they have freedom, and that's unfortunate that you believe that without a lot of money you don't have freedom. And so people go through life not being happy because they don't realize what freedom they have. And I love to shift people's focus from making money to shifting it to um, figuring out what your definition of freedom is, right? So some people's definition of freedom would be like to work remotely. Like if you have a job, it's not really the job that bothers you, it's the fact that you have to be in an office all the time to work. Some people would be very happy doing the job they currently have in a different place, be it home or be it working remotely and being able to travel to another city and just work in a hotel room or anything like that. So I mean that can be a definition of freedom, right? Like you're doing what it is you love to do, but you have the freedom to do it where you want. Freedom, the ability to go places and do things that you want, the ability to worship whatever religion that you have, whenever you want, wherever you want. That's another, term of freedom for some people. And so everybody wants to sit around and focus on money and talk about saving money, making money, earning this, doing all these things. And in reality, what you really should think about is freedom. Like, what is the definition of freedom for me? How do I get to the level of freedom that makes me happy? And once you find that level of freedom and you start working towards it, and you start focusing just on the freedom, right? Maybe the freedom to be stress free. Maybe that means you just need to get certain people out of your life. Maybe the freedom to just go to another city. Maybe you just want to, you like your job, but you want to do your job in a different city. Like you actually don't want to be in the city you're in. You want to just move to another major city or suburb or whatever and do that same job, and it would make you happy because that's the freedom that you want. Maybe it's the freedom to work in a coffee shop. Maybe it's the freedom to hang around certain people without having others look at you funny. Yet again, none of what I brought up has to do with money, right? No, money doesn't make you happy. That's why you see a lot of wealthy people that you would imagine seem to have no worries, have a lot of worries. And that's the misconception that the media and a lot of people around you have given you is that somehow by having all this money, it amounts to happiness. You see wealthy people get divorced because they can't be happy with each other, right? You see wealthy people suffer from depression because, again, they haven't found their level of freedom. They don't feel free. They feel trapped. And all that money doesn't mean anything if you don't really understand what makes you happy and what your definition of freedom is. So again, this is just my opinion about what I think would make a lot more people happy in this world and in this society if they just focused on what freedom means to them, how that freedom makes them feel, and how they can attain their definition of freedom. So think about your definition of freedom. And if you want, you can actually leave comments and talk to me about what you think your definition of freedom. And let's have an open dialogue about freedom because I want to reiterate: it's not the money that's going to make you happy. It's the freedom that money gives you is what you think will make you happy, and oftentimes it won't. Again, it's going to be what your definition of freedom is because we all have different hobbies, likes, dislikes, and you want the freedom to like and dislike whatever you want. That makes most people happy and you don't even know it subconsciously, but those are your happiest times or when you're doing something you like and you don't feel inhibited. You feel like you can be yourself. You can enjoy what you enjoy without any repercussions or anyone looking at you funny or having yourself time boxed and things like that. There's a lot more to go to this, so I might make another video or two as I think about this more or as you comment more. I may make some more videos to delve more into freedom. But again, think about it. Let me know what you think.